What's good, good people? You know, it is Finance Fridays right here on Wake Up with Anna and Friends. And y'all know that means Patrice L. Stewart is in the building with Tax Credit Academy. What's going on, Patrice?
What's going on, Anna?
Hey, yo, I think we should just hop right in because you went live the other day about them PPP fraudulent people, the cousins out here. You know what I'm saying? Running rapid with these PPP applications, and the feds is on their case, right?
It could be possible. Okay, it could be possible. So yes, I did do a video yesterday on my personal page on Facebook. Kind of talking about some of the things that's happening with this PPP. Like a lot of people are applying, don't have a business, are allowing the cousins, as I like to call them, to submit fraudulent paperwork. And what people aren't understanding, the amount of paperwork or the amount of income that has to be claimed in order to even obtain that $20,000, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what I was kind of shedding light on, was the repercussions behind that. People are thinking that it's free money. It's not free money. It's real government funds. When you're dealing with the SBA and the government, both programs, EIDL and PPP, are SBA government-backed loans. So yeah, I did that video. It kind of went viral.
It happened real quick, okay? Because it's been a thing that people have been talking about since the PPP program rolled out. Yes. Right? And we know people out here who done got money, who don't got businesses, who are out here just with cash in hand and ain't got nothing to prove that they out here really doing something legitimate. So is there anything they could do at this point?
So if they have a pending application, they can cancel the application. You can contact the bank and say that you would like to cancel the application. You don't have to give a reason why. You could just say, I want to cancel the application. For those who already received the funds, it's if you really feel that kind of, because since we went viral, I have literally had over 100 calls this morning. My systems are freaking wore out. But what I was kind of telling people was, I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, if you really know that you didn't do this, you can return that money back to the bank. You can definitely return the fund. That is not against anything. Now, will returning the funds open you up to be looked at? Like, why are you returning this money? That's what I, told them too. Like, that could also open you up for a review as to why are you deciding to return the funds now after you went through this whole process, So
right.
I told people to be upfront and honest, explain that you talked to someone who said that you can do it. You didn't know. You wanted to just get, be honest at this point. If you're that serious with trying to get out of it or return it back. The people who have already spent it, I've pretty much been saying, for me, is if you have already received funds and you have a business or you have not formally set it up on paper, you definitely want to do that. You definitely want to at least work the business, start using the business, start doing what you need to do, to make sure that you're covering yourself, But at the end of the day, if people know what they're doing, and that's what I was getting on here saying. You can't cry wolf, once it's done. You knew that you had, if you didn't do it, you still knew you paid somebody to do a fraudulent application if you did not have a business, and that's the main thing that I wanted people to understand, because we have grandmothers, aunties, uncles, people that are on retirement, that are on Social Security, on Section 8. These people cannot apply for a business loan and say that they have a business because you don't have one.
Right.
And that's the thing, is you're going to mess yourself or your family members up being greedy. That's what it is. Because
all these government agencies communicate.
Correct.
So the moment they flag you here, you're getting flagged across all their systems.
Yeah.
So you look up, your Section 8 might be gone. The SS, I mean, there's just a laundry list of areas where you could definitely be affected just because somebody said you might get a couple stacks. Exactly. And in your case, the story you told someone put like they had made $2 million in their business and got like $267,000 or something like that from the PPP. That is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to make, right? That means you're making some type of investments, and then that's a lot of money to get. Exactly. And
that you're on Section 8.
That don't even add up.
Exactly.
So,
and I had to clarify that because we were thinking that was my client, and again, I stated in the video that this was someone in a Facebook group that I'm in that shared her story. So she's not a client of mine. I literally was sharing what she shared with us in that private group, and that's really what amped me to make the video, because I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think about, I'm all business owner. I wasn't even thinking about people who are really on Section 8 government assistance, and then they're talking to his cousins, and then they're getting this loan done. And so that was really the main reason for me to get on, like, look, those of you all that are on legitimate government assistance, like Section 8, low income, you receiving Social Security, you receiving disability, you're receiving all of this because you told the government you don't have the money. You don't have a business. So now you're going on here, you're going to allow someone to fraudulently put in a $2 million loan application for you. She got $267,000 last year, and the feds came last month. So I'm saying they will give you the money. They will give you the money. They will let you spend it, and they will come knocking a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later. Because this is the thing, realistically.
Yeah.
We in Chicago. We probably got 33, I don't know how many people we got living here. Let's just say 30 million. 30 million in Chicago. We'll just say 10 million people in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
We know every single application is not going to be reviewed immediately. That's the key word, immediately. Right. But it doesn't mean it won't be reviewed eventually. That's what people aren't thinking about. So it doesn't mean 100 people could get audited, but you might be that 100th person. You get what I mean?
Yep.
Like, why take that risk or take that chance when you know that this is not a legitimate business? You know that this is not something that you really should be doing. I just really did not want to see a lot of people that look like me end up in a tragic situation like that young lady. I know a lot of people are doing the $20K and they're thinking that, oh, that's not no money. Anything over $9,999.99 is federal. That's what they don't get.
Yeah.
That $20K, it do mean something. It may be lower money, but it still means something.
That's right. And they coming looking for it, okay?
Man, and in more ways than one. And unfortunately, when African American people get involved, it gets looked at even more. It gets scrutinized and analyzed even more, because the American dream was not supposed to be for us. So as people want to say, oh, what are white people doing this, white people doing that? Yeah, but also they're not moving how Pookie is moving. At least they're going to have a real legitimate business. And then they're going to put the money in there and embezzle the money out the business.
They're going to do it on the back end.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's way white collar crime. That's why it's called white collar crime. They're strategic with how they're doing it. Trump and his friends don't just get millions of dollars. Like, it's a strategy to it. And the way that the cousins are doing it, this ain't no strategy. Y'all gonna be messed up. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, this is not a strategy. This is a lick to them in their eyes.
Yeah. And your social security number, it's on everything.
Everything.
So family, we here. I'm so grateful Patrice went live the other day, just raising people's awareness around this, because so many people have done it, and just bringing it back full circle, I think, to the reality of the situation. And the reality is the federal government ain't playing about this money, because there are also legitimate businesses out here applying that really need the funds to pay people.
Right.
Who really need the funds to grow their business. It's also an amazing opportunity for these small businesses out here to really make improvements to their spaces and to grow. So if you taking that money from them, the feds is coming for you.
And that's what they don't get.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that this money is going to real, legal, legitimate business owners like you and myself, right? Yeah. And that's, like you said, that's who this is for. This is for people who are legitimate business owners who need funding, who need to pay payroll, who need to pay their rent, who need to pay their utilities, who need to pay their liabilities for their business. Like, that's what this money is for. It's not for the cousins.
Right.
Oh, it's not for you. And it's like some things you just have to know and understand and stay out of grown folks' business. That's what I like to say. You're trying to be business and you know you don't have a business, you know?
That part. Yeah. Y'all ran rapid with this PPP, but the feds is running rapid right now, okay? So Patrice, I appreciate your insight. Thank you for continuing to enlighten the people. You know, what's your saying? Boost mindsets around here.
Yes.
Hey, so go check Patrice out, Tax Credit Academy. Yo, you're only gonna get this on Wake Up with Anna and Friends right here on E3 Radio. So stay close. Don't go nowhere.